A pristine venue. The very best players in the world. A buy-in of $300,000. This is Super High Roller Bowl 9, and it comes to you from the brand new Onyx Club at Merritt Resorts in Northern Cyprus. Jeff Platt here with Brent Hanks. Brent, this is what we build up to. 2 Poker Hall of Famers at our feature table to kick things off.
That's right. Martin Cabral.
No, not Cabral.
What? Oh.
You see that man in the bucket hat?
Is that
It is
Phil
indeed.
Ivey? Finally, Ivey has arrived.
The 11-time World Series of Poker bracelet winner, and he will be joined at this feature table by the newest inductee into the Poker Hall of Fame, Patrick Antonius, joining Super High Roller Bowl 9. Brian Kim, Alex Kulev, Dejan, let's see if we get this, Kala-Djordjevic.
Nailed it. I'm calling him Day-Day.
And your guy, Martin Cabral.
Ah, yes,
Here
Cabral.
at the feature table.
Get ready for the antics, the fireworks, the table talk, the tanking, everything under the sun with Cabral.
That music gets you jacked up, gets you juiced, gets you fired up.
Yes, it does. Look at Antonius, by the way. Is he in the best shape of his
He's a
life?
stallion. Excited for this one, folks. Thank you all so much for joining us. 2K, 4K, a 4K big blind, and a day one coverage of this 300K buy-in. Ivey and Antonius may be the headliners. Brian Kim coming off a World Series of Poker main event final table. Alex Kulev has quickly established himself as one of the best in the game. Martin Cabral, a polarizing figure to say the least.
Ironically, that was Phil Ivey's online screen name for a while, Polarizing.
Polarizing. I'm sure Ivey loves Cabral on his left. And being on set. Great day for Ivey. We welcome you all in on our YouTube channel for this 1-hour free preview, and we encourage you, if you haven't already, to sign up for PokerGo. That's where most of our coverage will be exclusively. You can use the promo code SHRB9, $20 off, first year of a new annual plan.
Jeff and I will be with you in the chat here on YouTube, and eventually at the hour mark we will pivot over into PokerGo, the chat there. I'm in there already, Jeff.
You're in the PokerGo chat.
I am pre-gaming.
Smart to prepare.
Uh-huh.
Good question in the chat by Jason. Oatmeal espresso, Brent? Close.
Outstanding
milk.
question. This is an oatmeal espresso. I actually had oatmeal with it.
Oh, right, perfect.
Should we kick
Berries?
things off with a little slurp? Is this going to TV?
Yeah.
Episodes?
Yeah.
This will make the cut. Hold on.
If this doesn't get you fired up for Super High Roller Bowl 9, I don't know what does.
Little ice in that one, yeah. Fantastic.
No? What are the blinds? 2, 4?
Better here because it's slower anyway, so it probably makes it even, right?
I agree.
We hear from Ivey right off the bat.
Same thing happened at the $1 million tournament in Vegas.
Just kind of
They did late reg for 3 levels.
That's it.
And people that played final table with 25K couldn't play the final table. Not that I'm complaining, but I'm just saying it doesn't. I don't understand the logic.
There is no logic.
If you're making it a free zone, that's still prestigious enough. Why do you have to cut the late reg?
Yeah, so stupid.
Martin's very happy to be
Yeah,
here.
No
strong
logic.
words. Sure, it has nothing to do with him being one of the shorter
Standard
stacks.
amount of big lines if you could play reg, and that's just it for all tournaments.
Yeah, I like that.
Whatever that is. If it's 50, it's 40, but 30. Like if it was 50, then it would be 2 more levels, right?
Yeah.
Guys, if you need to use your phones, I'll have the table here with your phones on top of it, okay? It's just there.
Okay, so we can look at them sometimes. We walk on the hand. And, okay, good.
Day. Active early.
Makes it 9K. Kulev the king 10.
1-7-4 starting.
King 10 versus king 10. Queen 6. Dejan out of Montenegro, professional poker player, one of the top online players in the world. Also finished second at the Triton Montenegro main event for more than $3 million. Kulev not done yet with his king 10. Richard Laxton in the chat. Where's Helmuth? Did he not make it? Is Reg closed?
Did not make it to Super High Roller Bowl. Registration is in fact closed.
24 players at this 300K freeze out.
24.
Which is the exact sizing of this bet.
Winner. Dre, where can we see who's still in? You could go to pgt.com. You won't see any spoilers to the stream. Or Brent, if it's okay with you, why don't I just tell you who the rest of the players are in our field?
Well, why don't you
Is that fine?
go ahead and
Are you still with us? Oh no, I think you're back. Try again.
Am I here?
You're here.
There I
You're
am.
back. Why'd you leave?
I don't know. I didn't touch anything.
Anyway, taking you through the outer tables. This game opens to the 2-8K with a 7 Ivy defends King Jack. Louis Spencer, Matthias Eibinger, Leonard Mao, Nick Petrangelo, Masashi Oya. Table 4. Table 2, Thomas Sinterne, Sam Greenwood, Bryn Kenny making an appearance here in Cyprus.
Wow, his first event.
Believe so.
Just came out for the big one.
As Ivy turns a straight and flush draw. Jeremy Osmus, Santosh Savarna, and the milkman, Makita Batsukuski.
Ivy.
20,000.
Ivy leads for 20K.
Button is good.
And picks up the pot. The other 6 at Super High Roller Ball 9, Ben Heath, Daniel DeVores, Leon Sukernick, Juan Pardo, Seth Davies and
I put ante. I gave you change. You took it.
Adrian Mateos.
There you go. That's right.
I put my ante already.
Here we go.
That's right. I changed you. Yeah.
You changed this chip, yeah, for me.
Yeah, one of them, yeah.
Maybe Ivy and Cabral are good friends.
Oh, yeah. Ivy won his 11th bracelet this summer, won the 10K limit, deuced to 7. Cabral ace 7 off about 30 bigs. And will defend. Jack 10, 8. 1 diamond. Gutter and backdoor flush draw for Kulev.
Do you hear in the background noise? What do we have? A
I don't
plane?
hear it. No, just kidding. Kulev bets 11K. Sizable, 1.5 pot. Alex Kulev, more than $13 million in live tournament earnings.
Button is good.
Really just coming from the last 2 or 3 years or so.
You're exactly right. An online specialist at first, but now taking over the live realm. You, Jeff, have a lot of experience playing with Kulev, is that right?
You know, he finished in 11th, I believe, in the 1K double stack back in 2021 at the series. I finished 4th in that event. Not about me, but many people are saying that Kulev's time spent next to me, very valuable, leading to him perhaps becoming one of the best players in the world. But that's what other people are saying. I don't want to take too much credit.
8.5.
Yeah, I just
Also,
read
he
all about
absolutely
this.
dominated me and crushed me in every opportunity that he had. But that's irrelevant. He has 8s here. Makes the call after Kim opens with 2 jacks. Down with the ace-deuce suited.
So many chips for Dayon as well. 170 big blinds. You got a fist fight in the background?
Well, it's a cash game. Those get a little rowdy. Especially here. I mean, you know Rob Young.
Right. How about a set for Kulev?
As it comes queen 9-8, 1 diamond. Hint of trouble perhaps brewing for Brian Kim. Checks to Kulev already. More than 31K in the pot, as you see in the bottom right corner of your screen. And Kulev goes about half pot.
Troubling spot for Kim. Certainly we're concerned about the queen as well as the sets. Not much of a concern is a hand like Jack 10 when we possess 2 jacks. So we essentially, in our mind, we have outs. Do we need the 10? Do we need to hit the jack if we're up against the set? What bluffs are out there?
flicks in a 25K chip. Making the call. Turn is a 5.
Kulev, we are targeting. We're hoping we're up against a hand like ace, queen, king, queen. We're hoping we're up against an overpair that likely would be taking this sort of line from Brian Kim if it's 2 kings or 2 aces.
And bets 41,000, perhaps setting up that river jam.
That's exactly right.
Kim does find his way out with the jacks. Nice pickup for Kulev. Good fold there by the American. Kulev won the 50K at the World Series last year for more than $2 million. Look at this. Brian Kim, Patrick Antonius, Alex Kulev, Phil Ivey, Martin Cabral, and Dejan Karađorđević. What a table.
This is what the Super High Roller Bowl is all about. The best of the best.
Every table lineup that you can come up with out of this field. Just
Everything is
incredible.
fine, thank you.
Can I get hot water instead of...
Service?
ETH sleep poker repeat. Crypto,
Can you get 2
right?
still waters in a bottle?
Eat, sleep, poker, repeat. Oh, ETH. It's got to be crypto. You know a lot about crypto.
Big crypto guy. Brian Kim coming off third place finish in event 5 of the Super High Roller Series here in Cyprus. That score, $610,000. Now remember, Kim bubbled the last really big buy-in, the 250K at the World Series. Our champion of that event, Santos, is in the field today.
I'm just here for Ivy.
Well, Ivy opens with the ace-jack. Dejan calls on the button, 6-5 suited, Antonius in there. Queen-jack. Those light blue chips worth 5K apiece. $8-7-7 with one hard as Dejan flops the open ender. Also backdoor hearts.
Horrible texture for Ivy. Ace-jack against a button defense as well as a big blind. Hall of Famer Patrick Antonius.
Yes. Perfect, thank you.
Dejan bets 10K.
Ivy is not done.
His hand's still best. The turn, though, is a 4. Dejan turns a straight.
And now I hope Ivy is done. Don't put any more chips in, Ivy.
Are you rooting for Ivy?
No, I'm just, you know,
Well, it sounds
very
like
unbiased here. I'm just calling the
you're
action.
usually so professional too.
Yep. Fold. He is curious, though, right on the button. Range can be so wide. Plenty of bluffs. Two barrels so critical in order to get your bluffs through. However, Ivy does think better of it. Out.
Good lay down. 24 players, a prize pool of $7.2 million. Will pay 4 spots. It's going to be a $750,000 bubble.
750,000.
Third place, 1.2 million. Second, 1.9. First, more than 3.2 million. And that super high roller bowl ring. Ducks on the pond for Antonius. You still going to root for Ivy?
Now this one's tough for me. At least there are a couple Hall of Famers.
85.
I'm going to keep this one straight down the middle. Here we go, Mallards.
Poker Hall of Famer versus Poker Hall of Famer. Antonius versus Ivy. The dream matchup that we've seen over the course of the last 20 years.
These two have played millions of dollars of cash game pots against one another.
Deuce in the window as it comes Jack 5 deuce. So Ivy flops top pair and is in some major trouble here.
Excellent pot control on display by Ivy, checking back that top pair.
7 of diamonds on the turn. Antonius will lead for 15K. Ivy makes the call. River, king of diamonds. Antonius technically improves to a flush, obviously not thrilled to see that river, but it could be a saving chips river for Ivy as it goes check, check. He wins.
That's how strong Mallards are. Can flop sets and make flushes by the river. No other hand can do that.
For whom? For me? Yeah. Could have been worse, maybe.
I saw poker jacks with Phil. Poker jacks.
I'm a lucky guy. By
Deuce on the river. Deuce on the river better, yeah. You're right.
Cabrella's been relatively quiet, acting relatively quickly. A changed man, perhaps.
Why, did you expect something different?
Of course. Ivy will defend with the 9-5 off.
A wide defense, I'd say, with the 9-5 off. Maybe he's just tired of losing to Antonius, which has only been one hand. And there is merit, too, defending very wide and often from the big blind in these heads-up type pots. Expect to see a lot of that, especially as the stacks are quite deep.
One more. Win for Antonius. Decent start for him.
Started with 300,000 chips when you register. He is up a little, and we can see it's been a tough day for Martin Cabral in the big blind, and Ivy has lost about half of his stack.
Now ace queen suited. Antonius from Finland lives in Monte Carlo. Kulev, king jack on the button. Makes the call. Ace king 3. Aces and queens now as Kulev picks up the gutter. $48K in the pot.
Curious sizing from Antonius. Does go with 30,000.
About 2/3.
Kulev, I would have to imagine he knows that he's behind, but is there a world in which we can find various bluffs depending on the river? Obviously, we just win with a king or a 10. The jack of diamonds he had in his hand was also something to consider, but it is a brick. For Kulev, if we do think we were out in front with king jack, what exactly were we beating? Could be backdoor diamonds coming home that Antonius was two barreling. Could be hands like queen 10, queen jack that would have made a pair and acquired some equity. Antonius taking his time on the river.
30-second shot clock in play. Each time extension worth an additional 30 seconds.
aces and queens, we are hoping to be up against a hand like king queen or a hand like ace 10, ace jack that is stubborn. So what sizing is right to get called by any of that? He goes with 80K.
Kulev just has to get out. Patrick Antonius approaching the $23 million mark for live tournament earnings. Inducted into the Poker Hall of Fame just this year. The 63rd member in the Hall. What a career it's been for Antonius. And you can watch it throughout the rest of the day if you are subscribed to PokerGo. It's a 1-hour free preview on YouTube, and then we shift our coverage exclusively there.
So we've got about 30 minutes left, and then you guys need to come join us on PokerGo. There's a code, right,
There
Jeff?
is a code. I was going to say I got good news. SHRB 9. It takes $20 off your first year of a new annual subscription. SHRB 9. Cabral, king, queen suited. Bigs to start. Just calls. Stay on with just 3 deuce. He checks. Shades come on for Cabral.
It's business time.
Flops top pair through to the Royal.
What is he? I've seen this from Cabral. He'll lean back and look. He's picking up leg tells. He has done nothing yet. Sits back.
Set pound the water.
Just destroying this bottle of water.
And betting and winning.
That's what you were waiting for, right, Jeff?
Yep.
The particularly annoying antics.
Resides in the Czech Republic, as does, I believe, Leon. And Leon lives there, yeah, still?
Loose Leon.
Well,
I think so.
Leon is our first elimination at Super High Roller Bowl 9.
Out.
In 24th, and we have 23 players remaining now.
It was a good run.
It's a good run. Antonius, 9K, ace, king. We'll just pick that one up. You're here in the chat. Daniel Negreanu quote Patrick Antonius is uncomfortable to play against. I think that's a good way to put it.
Yeah, I mean, Antonius just, have we seen him really make many mistakes? I don't think so. Whether it's cash games, tournaments, so dialed in. Great awareness, intuition in every single spot. Clearly has, I would imagine, studied. Maybe not, though. Could just be that guy. Doesn't look at anything.
Great feel for the game.
Oh, yeah. Major decision for Cabral.
Was he blowing on the cards?
Yeah, it's lucky.
8.
Raises here in the cutoff with the Jack-3 suited.
Outstanding hand.
How much is the raise? How much? 8?
Antonius will defend the 8-7 off. Nine, 9, 4, 1 club.
Have a little water, Martin. Think about it.
Four. 4.
A timeout king in the chat. Let's not forget, Brent Hanks has won a bracelet and Jeff hasn't. Is that your burner or something? Why was that necessary?
Oh, hold on. Let me close this browser 1 second.
I see you.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Wow, what a comment that is.
Unbelievable.
Huh. That is right, isn't it, Jeff? I've got a little gold bracelet.
I do. 1991.
Is that how long it's been?
It's been a
91.
while.
Wow. It's back when Uno was still a game. That's what I won mine in.
Sorry, Sean.
It's Jack for Antonius. He has been active in the early goings of our coverage.
Yeah. 3-bet, 32,000.
Ivy not done. Has 130K behind, 72K is in this pot.
He didn't come here to fold.
King 10-5 does take the lead. It's Antonius with the Broadway draw. Lead for 20K. Ivy calls quickly. Ivy has about a pot-sized bet left behind. Turn brings another king. Is 10-9 still best?
Does Antonius want to continue to tell a believable story out of the small blind? A bet here would put a ton of pressure on Ivy. Now considering what types of holdings could Ivy possess that we could actually get to fold? $30,000 from Antonius, and Ivy with that glare. He knows if he's up against the king, he is stone dead.
Makes the call once more. And does river a full house.
It's a lovely sight to see. For Antonius, does this change things? What if it was 2 9s, 2 8s that were stubborn? We would now win with ace high. And if we did have a hand like ace-king, then wouldn't we feel compelled to have to barrel it off? Does give up wisely. I don't think Ivy had any intentions of folding a 10. I think Ivy knows if Patrick had a king, he would absolutely be betting.
And so looking to get called by a hand like Antonius's. Ivy does jam.
This is where it gets weird though, right? Where Antonius now starts to think, okay, all the pairs that could have been counterfeited on this run out. 8s, 9s. What about a hand like missed hearts? Jack 9 of hearts, Queen Jack of hearts.
Huge pickup for Phil Ivey. Up to about 250K. Antonius back down to about starting stack. '17 inductee into the Poker Hall of Fame. Ivy with more than $46 million in live tournament earnings. Places him 11th on the all-time money list. A cash here would move him into the top 10. He'd pass Eric Seidel.
9.
And with a win, he'd pass Isaac Haxton and potentially Adrian Mateos, based on how Conquistador does in this one. Mateos has been tearing this series up. 2nd in the 25K, 3rd in the 50K, 4th in the 100K, and then won the 25K mystery bounty yesterday, beating Phil Ivey heads up.
Day 1. Day 1, 300.
Kulev 3-betting with the 9s.
But, yeah.
Looks like you got a nice little game over there.
Sounds like the cash game has caught Ivy's attention. He's
He's
not gonna
already
leave
planning
us.
ahead.
Yeah, he's not going to leave us to go play cash, right?
About 15 minutes left in our free preview. And then we shift our coverage exclusively to pokergo. You sign up for an annual sub. You use the promo code SHRB9 for $20 off.
Patrick.
One hour levels, super high roller bowl 9. Prize pool, more than $7 million. 3.2 million up top. Final 4 will get paid, $750,000 bubble. Kim opens, stay on defense. 5-5-3. Check, check. The turn is a 9. Some trouble for Dayon. $23K in the pot. That number will shoot up here.
How much is it?
Almost a pot-sized bet by Kim.
We've got problems for Day Day.
See, check calls.
Certainly cannot fold a 9.
River deuce.
Maybe now we could consider getting away. Brian Kim with the ace of diamonds in his hand. A nice card to possess. Not nearly as fearful as those backdoor diamonds being present. Certainly plenty of combos that could be there, but if we bet, to target a worse 9, he is concerned. Could we have been up against a 5 somehow? But it does feel and look mandatory. 40,000 to go.
Looking for 40K of value.
Maybe we find a way out if we're Day Day, but he's got those chips in hand. It's too good. We pay him off.
Brian Kim takes down a nice pot against one of the chip leaders in this tournament. Kim finished 7th at the World Series of Poker main event for his biggest career score, $1.5 million. Has been a part of the high roller scene for a couple years now. Former hockey player. Played at UNLV. Ivy Queen 10. Abraham in the chat. Any promo codes for pokergo subscription? Yes. SHRB9. Sign up for pokergo, $20 off annual sub. Ivy opening with the Queen 10 Cabral, Ace 8 suited on the button. Sunglasses, come on. Cabral calling. These two will go heads up to a King 8-3 flop with one heart. Cabral middle pair, backdoor flush draw. Not much doing for Ivy. That's 20K. Cabral makes the call, 67 in the pot. Cabral about 85 behind. Turn brings another king.
A comfort card, I believe, for Cabral. Makes it less likely that Ivy has a king. I feel a lot better about having ace-8. Curious what Cabral does with 84,000 in chips and 67,000 already in the middle. You want to get value for your hand while also denying equity.
18.5.
Goes small, 18.5.
It's quite nice. Don't imagine Ivy would check call with queen 10 high. Maybe the door is open to put in a raise. Would be awfully ambitious. But for Cabral, it's kind of sweet. Whenever we do get called, we can just go to showdown with ace-8.
Ivy motioned towards his chips, thought better of it, laid it down.
Big pickup for Cabral.
Two-time bracelet winner on the 1K Super Turbo Bounty at WSOP Europe next year, the 100K Kings Super High Roller. Cabral King Jack.
Jeff, do you like mosquitoes?
No, I mean, not a particularly huge fan of mosquitoes.
Bit of a
They've
nuisance?
tortured me in my past, yes.
Yeah.
Why do
Slightly
you ask?
annoying.
Yeah.
No reason. I was just
No
curious.
reason.
Yeah.
Okay. Just,
As Cabral opens to 8K.
24.
Dayon trying to pounce here with the ace-8 off. About 5 minutes left till we'll send you over to pokergo. SHRB 9 promo code.
Come join us, please.
Please, it's Super High Roller Bowl 9. It's a $300,000 buy-in. We have 2 Poker Hall of Famers at this table.
We need you there.
We cannot do this alone.
Eight 500.
8.5, yeah?
Ivy under the gun, ace-8 suited. Cabral, I suppose, giving this consideration, seems like a 3-bet would be the only option if we wanted to come into the pot. His usual antics, though. Out.
Antonius, the 6-5 of clubs in the small blind. Antonius versus Ivy once more. Nine deuce. Antonius turns a 6. Ivy with a gutter. For queen. Billy in the chat, surprised Cabral isn't talking. I'm right there with you, Billy.
Hasn't said a word. Watching
Very
Ivy, though,
reserved.
he's going to turn ace-8 into a bluff. He thinks that queen
Gives
should
him
hit
an
him,
opportunity.
and it's going to allow us to then fold out hands such as this. Antonius now has the decision to make with just a pair of 6s. This is really nice by Ivy, recognizing the queen is sort of a mandatory bet in order to fold out the smaller pairs, trying to get the showdown. Beautiful.
There's one for Phil Ivy. And Brent, let's do this. Let's say one more hand,
Okay.
and then we'll shift over to Poker Go
I'm in.
exclusively.
So
Sound
this is
good
it,
to
the
you?
last hand right here, right now. Come join us on Poker Go.
Please. It's pokergo.com. You can sign up. $20 off. First year of an annual sub with code SHRB9.
And I think there's plenty of options to choose from as far as subbing is
Sure,
concerned.
sure.
So take a look.
Monthly, quarterly.
VIP.
Go VIP. Yeah. Yep. Shades on just to look at the Jack 5
Well, he
off
knows it's
under
the
gun.
last hand before the coverage is going to move to
Yep.
Poker Go. So
Loves the YouTube coverage, does Cabral. Yep, glance around the table. Checking out everybody's side. Does find the fold, Brent, with the Jack 5.
tough lay down and a good one,
It's a good one.
I think.
Antonius ace 5 on the button. Money says, is there an app? Yeah, we got a Poker Go app. That's what Helmy thinks the whole thing is. It's an app.
Capital APP.
An app, you can hook it up to your TV. It's a beauty. Pristine quality.
You know, I'm going to see Helmuth later today.
Are you really?
Yeah. For those that are on the fence about signing up, you should do it. And
Why is that?
I'll give you one
Besides
more,
this, of course.
one more spoiler.
Okay.
Filming a brand new season of high stakes poker beginning later this afternoon.
Oh, wow.
I'll be headed over
So the
to
great
the
one
studio.
will be there?
So if you sign up for the year, this, of course, will be the next season to be released.
Yeah.
New episodes are coming out every Monday as we speak.
Right.
But this will be
The next
amazing. The
season.
great one. Helmuth. I mentioned these three names. Helmuth, Scott Seaver, Jared Blesnick.
Amazing.
All at the same table. And that's just today. We've got 5 days of filming, and it is a cast of characters.
Also, a new season of No Gamble, No Future airing right now. The best season we've done by far. That will include a Cash of the Titans. I will call it an event.
It is. It's a
This is an
spectacle.
event.
And we mentioned the two names really that we're focused on there. How about Chrissy Foxon and Sean Perry?
Wow.
Plenty of others involved, but yeah, sign up. Plenty of reasons to do so. I've got one more name.
Yeah.
One more spoiler before we sign off
Please.
after this hand, who will be a part of the brand new season of High Stakes Poker that we start filming today. Rick Solomon.
Oh, baby.
Yeah.
Always love
That's
when
it.
he's
I'm
in
leaving
the game.
it there. No more spoilers because I know
You get in
poker.org
trouble.
will put out some tweet.
It was just for you guys.
Yep. So go sign up. Do it right now.
So we appreciate all of you being here. Oh, so much. Finish out this hand. Kulev has the best of it. Antonius ace of hearts in hand.
20.
Bet 20K. Gets it through. Nicely done, Patrick Antonius. Okay, so that will end our YouTube coverage for now. We will see you over on Poker Go for Super High Roller Bowl 9. Bowl 9, $300,000 buy-in, featuring the very best in the world, including 2 Poker Hall of Famers at this feature table, Patrick Antonius and Phil Ivey. Jeff Platt alongside Brent Hanks in the broadcast booth. The first place prize of more than $3.2 million. How about that?
Well, why didn't you mention that Martin Cabral is here, Jeff?
Well, I mean, when you mention Hall of Fame, you can't help but
Right.
think of Cabral and his imminent induction, I'm sure. Blinds going up to 2,500, 5K with a 5,000 big blind ante. 24 players started in this 300K freeze-out. 22 are left. I mentioned the elimination of Leon Sukernik, and Brent, I have one more to add to the list.
Who is that?
Archer Martirosyan.
Martirosyan's
Yeah,
out?
out in 23rd, out already, just
That's a
hours
shocker.
into day one.
So it's next hand. Deal. Yeah. She already
Was he
takes your
bluffing?
card.
Do
No,
we
she
have a
already takes
hand
your card
history?
from
Do you
your
have any
pocket. That's why I'm
details?
saying.
I don't see any online details.
Okay.
Mara Resorts, Northern Cyprus. Can't blame them.
Sure, we'll get a weather report update.
Ryan Kim opens here. Okay, on Queen 4, no thanks. Brian Kim, Patrick Antonius, Alex Kulev, Martin Cabral, Phil Ivey, and Dejan Kala-Djordjevic at our featured table. Star-studded list of names at the outer tables as well. Lewis Spencer, Matthias Eibinger, Nick Petrangelo, Sashi Uya, Sam Greenwood, Bryn Kenny, Jeremy Osmus, Santosh Savarna, Nikita Bantakuski,
The milkman.
Adrian Mateos,
Conquistador.
Daniel DeVore, Seth Davies, Ivy with 10s.
Queen Jack off for Dede in the small blind. Tons of chips, very deep. Can get involved, no problem. In.
And does flop a jack. Kulev getting some stretching in the background. Maybe does turn a straight draw.
20. 20.
The lead here is for 20K.
Bit of a problem for Ivy. Does not have the 10 of diamonds. Would love that card. But we can't go anywhere. We have the gut shot, a made hand as is.
River 5 of diamonds. Nobody holds a diamond here.
This is where it gets weird because of that. Both players diamondless. If Day does check, does Ivy consider turning his 10s into a bluff?
There is that check. And Ivy will reach and fire. And fire big, 75,000.
This is really well done by Ivy. A ton of pressure now being applied. How do we call with Queen Jack and no diamond? Everything seemingly gets there. Even pocket eights, which would make sense for Ivy to have, including a diamond in the hand. Everything just becomes pure value. He's got to find these exact types of bluffs. This is so tricky.
Ivy
Beautiful.
gets one through with the 2 10s. That is fantastic.
Five, three.
And no cutesy sizing from Ivy either. He just sized it right up. 75,000. Boom.
Brought the hammer. Starting stack for this one, 300K. Ivy had a rough start, but has built back up. Opens with ace-jack. Dejan Kalodzorjevic with the king-jack on the button. Plays call, queen 10 off for Kim. Antonius in there with 2 6s. Queen 8-8. Those 6s stay best. We have 3 more levels left to play on day 1. We'll be with you rest of the way. Rest of the way in this entire tournament, really. Checks around, another 8 on the turn. Now it's Ivy betting 10K.
Service. Can I get an item and maybe 2 still waters in a glass bottle, please? Thank you.
Antonius calls and Ivy rivers a jack.
The crowd goes wild. Ivy has done it again, but we just show it down. For the times we get called on that turn, we think, uh-oh, maybe he's got a queen.
And Phil Ivey right back up to just about starting stack.
Never a doubt. It's just what he does. The lights, the cameras. As soon as they turned on, Ivy started to shine.
Exactly.
He's thrilled to be here.
Loves being on set, love having Cabral on his left.
To bylo, ty zdal, a on dal call, jo? A turn, devítka? Měl jsi čeknout, ale dopadlo by to stejně, ale měl jsi čeknout. Škoda, ale jako v pohodě zahraný, v pohodě. Byla tam FD?
Hard to find a more intimidating duo at the table than Phil Ivey and Patrick Antonius.
Maybe top two, the best stare downs in the history of the game.
And their posture, they're both ripped.
Some have, of course, risen the ranks of posture, stare downs, intimidation. Alex Foxen being one of them. Chidwick is up there.
A good one, of course.
But I still think that Ivy and Antonius are at the top of the list. And Cabral.
Of course, Cabral, yes, definitely mentioned in that conversation as far as most intimidating players to deal with. You know, sometimes in a poker tournament it feels so good to just be at starting stack, and I imagine Ivy is experiencing that feeling after a fairly rough start to the day.
I don't think Ivy thinks like you do, Jeff. Like, oh man,
just trying to compare myself
so
to
happy
Ivy.
to be back to this starting stack. Yeah, no, something tells me you
good.
guys are not wired the same.
Definitely are. A lot of people have mentioned the similarities.
Right. You're more like this guy, Cabral, about to raise it with ace deuce of spades.
Cabral just limps in with the ace-2 suited. He and Ivy both flop an ace.
Kind of like it, you know, get your limp on. We never see the old limp, especially in these high rollers. Negreanu, when he's in the mix, occasionally will.
He'll drop the limp in his
do a little limping, yeah.
Turn 9 of clubs. Ivy has a club in hand.
Little pinky check.
Yeah, it's not mine.
Number 4. So we are headed towards a chop.
Unless Ivy can take it away. If he drops the hammer. Not sure Cabral will fold for 20K, maybe. We chop a lot of the times. There's not a lot of bluffs I don't think that Ivy could have. We just lose to ace-8 or better. And Ivy's never value betting a queen, I don't think. I take it back. I now hate the limp under the gun. He's put himself in this spot.
Ivy can have a bit wider range of a hand, like a 7-4 off, a 9-4 off, because of
He's got all of that
limp.
Yeah.
Is Ivy gonna get Cabral off a chop here? He is.
Nothing is good.
Bluff, Phil? Huh?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Two pair? Two pair?
I already answered your first question. You want more?
Yes. Queen 4, yeah?
I didn't bluff you, that's all.
Queen 4? I put you on Queen 4 exactly. Queen of diamonds, 4 of clubs. Queen of diamonds, 4 of clubs. Imagine if you have that hand. Everybody would think that I see everything.
Yep, not close, Martin.
Was I right? I hope I
You
was
were
not
not.
right. Otherwise, my career is over. Queen of diamonds, 4 of clubs. Right? I hope not. I hope not.
Credit to Cabral for making
there is a
Ivy
chance.
laugh.
There is a chance. What is this? 11? Why are you smiling?
Huh?
I was trying to help you out there.
Have you been playing all these games?
Oh, nice.
No. It's too
11, yeah?
for me, for sure. And I'm quite friendly with everyone. Yeah. You're definitely high on the list, at least.
Here, Antonio said he didn't bother with too many of the prelims. That's a cash game to deal with.
I've heard the cash games have been quite large.
I bet they're
Yeah.
good.
Not exactly your normal 1-3 game.
10 levels today. Or
8 levels. 8.
so no dinner break.
No. Now dinner break and then 2 more hours and sleeping. Super short day for Patrick. Super short day.
I hope not.
No, I mean, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Final table for nothing for you. Final table for nothing. Playing like 2 hours eating, 2 hours sleeping, and final table. What a line this
It doesn't go that
Yeah.
quickly. It's a 3-day tournament.
10?
They're hour-long levels.
Right.
Come on, Martin.
We have not even blue chips, yeah?
Now, I may take some heat for this, but I actually love when Cabral's at a table like this.
I'm with you. I like having him
Keeps
here.
you on your toes.
Yeah.
Queen and a fucking 4.
If you had to walk away for a sec as Kulab flops a pair of 6s. Pair of 3s for Dayon. Backdoor straight flush draw.
I don't think Ivy would agree with
Yeah.
my comment. He's just out. He's backing up for the day.
He's We have 13.5. Dayon makes the call. Turn Queen of Spades. River 5.
Suppose this could go in 2 directions. We could feel compelled to sort of value bet slash bluff with the 3. Merging, if you will, trying to fold out better hands. Or we just check and hope to get the showdown. And Kuleb is also very content with showing down his 6.
6 is a winner.
Lejean, what was your hand, please?
3, 7, 3.
7-3.
Kulev won a 100K in Montenegro at Triton for more than $2.5 million in May.
How can you play 7-3? Huh? You're a magician?
You played the 9-2, where's Phil? I can play 7-3. Small hot. You played 9-2, where's Phil in
I
the
lose big ones and I win small ones.
trick? Good, big one.
That is not good. What do I complain to you?
Never ever.
Cabral with
Bad
the
light here.
needles towards Diane.
Listen, right?
True. That's why I have them here for.
Ace King for Kulev.
10,000.
King Queen for Ivy. Keep looking. Yep. Still Queen 5.
What the hell was that?
Second time he's done that today.
What? What is going on?
Aren't you glad we spent 20 seconds of our lives watching that? What a display.
In a way,
Ooh.
yes.
King 3 deuce. Trouble brewing for Ivy.
Major problems for Ivy. We saw Cabral with the Queen 5. Ivy's queens running thin. This sort of texture, it's going to be nearly impossible for Ivy to consider getting away. This strong of a hand.
Kulev starting the hand with just about 30 bigs, touch more. That's 16,000 on the flop, and Ivy makes the call. The turn is an ace. Could that at least eventually help Ivy get away?
That really is the best card in the deck for Ivy to now consider finding folds.
As bad as it may look in the moment to Phil Ivy.
He might think he just got really unlucky, but he just got saved.
$31,500.
About half pot. The Bulgarian.
Nice. Yeah, out of the Bulgarian. Number 1, by the way, on the Bulgarian money list. 29 years young. It's Kulev. Problem now for Ivy. There's a number of 2 barrels that can be bluffs that Kulev can have, and you just sort of have to call one more time in hopes that he would shut it down by the river.
127K in the pot. Kulev about 100 behind. River is the 7 of hearts.
He has set up the river shove. 102,000 left in Kulev's stack, and there's nearly 130K in the middle. Ivy will have a huge decision to make. This is not an easy one. There's so many bluffs that can be available for Kulev to triple it off. Backdoor clubs missed. Hands like Queen Jack, Jack 10, even like pocket 4s and 5s.
The time is now for that decision from Phil Ivy. Kulev does indeed jam on the river. Ivy and Kulev have quickly developed a lot of history with each other, playing high rollers together over the last 2 years. Ivy, of course, knowing Kulev's an extremely capable player, has all of those bluffs that Brent mentioned.
It's a mandatory bluff spot for Kulev.